morning. Oh, so what are we on? 20th. Judgment Day. The song, they're concentrating on America. It's West Side Story, America. Oh, we've got Ewas again. That's reminiscent of the flag, remember? It's about flags and banners. Patriotism. Karma. 12th house of sacrifice. And Aquarius, wishes and dreams. So facing the chaos head on, then there will be hope, healing and freedom. But if we lose hope, we lose everything, don't we? So, someone wants to be in America. Should imagine there's more than one. So this card is Joshua's card. Jericho's walls coming tumbling down. And it came because of noise vibration. And I think we're going to hear a lot more about that in the future. Noise and vibrations can heal, can kill, and bring down walls. And you all have your own vibration. When you use your voice, you use your vibration. That's why usually when you're doing reads, it's better to hear the person's voice, because as soon as they speak, you connect. So for something, you need to use your voice. Speak up. Don't dim your light. And it's in the first part. So this is a big one. This is not a small story. Massive. And there's the Pisces energy. Watch this one get me into trouble. It's about releasing and letting go. Stop being stubborn. What's yours is yours and always will be yours. And will always come back to you. But there's no point in hanging on for grim death till your fingertips are bleeding to something that isn't working. 4 years of greed and stubbornness, let go. And if you look in the distance, right in the distance, there's 4 pillars. When you let go, you build new foundations for a better future. So, it's my Alice card. So the name Alice could be important. Letting go of greed and control. You can't control others, you can only control yourself. Truth. Blunt words, but they are the truth. Maybe come out immaturely. This could be an immature air sign person or an immature communication. But it is the truth. You're taking that sword and you're cutting through the bullshit or severing ties. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, child, possibly. Any or all of those. A sporty person. And we have the Pisces energy that we have in the dice. So well done, Spirit. The number 4, possibly, but the number 12, definitely. This is water energy. It's the empaths, the actors, the poets, the writers, the prisoners. It's the muck of the swamp, the people that are seen as irrelevant. It's having to turn your world upside down. Somebody here is prepared to do that. It's putting your boundaries in place, globally and personally. So boundary lines. You may be having a dispute with your neighbour over a fence. It may be that what we're seeing with the borders being left wide open, something like that. Somebody now is saying no. They're not sacrificing themselves for ungrateful people anymore. Because this is Prometheus, this is Odin. Odin sacrificed his eye and hung up himself to dry for 9 days. So 9 days could be important to learn the runes, to learn spirituality. He turned his world upside down. Prometheus suffered at the hands of the gods for giving people fire. So technology that they was unaware of, if you like. You can't skip a step. Unfortunately, you have to go through all the steps. That's karma, which is in the dice. So somebody could be going to prison. This is also my suicide card. People don't like it when I say it, but it doesn't have to be physical. It could be emotional suicide, financial suicide, or spiritual suicide. It's also feet and toes healing in the more mundane. You have to learn how to say no. You may have said yes in the past to little things, and some people you give them an inch and they take a mile. There's a codependent situation here. There'll be no peace because you're where you are because you have to be, not because you want to be. 9 years. So this long-standing problem needs to be settled so that we can rise like the phoenix. It could be that you're born in the year of the rooster, which is equivalent to the phoenix. We have to raise things to the ground and rebuild. We are protected. Archangel Michael. He too will wield his sword. He is the greatest warrior ever. He's the founder of Lost Souls. It is also a divorced or widowed gentleman or a professional person that you seek advice from. Someone who is detached and not involved in the situation. He will give good advice. Could be a doctor, priest, lawyer. Priest is anybody that gives you spiritual advice. Because this is a toxic situation where you need to put your boundaries in place. Don't sign anything or agree to anything under duress. Free yourself. Break those shackles. This is Capricorn energy being used. And trying to keep up with the Joneses. Selling your soul to the devil for material gain. And because of that, there will be no material gain. There will be issues, possibly with child maintenance, career or finances. There is no improvement. Not just little, there is no. The name Rose or the roses may be important. Don't know what them little flowers are. If anybody knows, tell me. No communication, especially with people in uniform or of a darker complexion. Somebody may be blocked. And that horn of plenty is empty. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child may be that's suffering in some way. Or an immature person with finances. So what we have here is the 12 in the positive Pisces energy, which is 20th of February to the 21st of March. And Capricorn energy, 15, which is 20th of December to 20th of January. So it could be that Capricorn's at 20 degrees and Pisces is at 12. Or Capricorn's at 12 degrees and Pisces is at 20. It could be door numbers, it could be birthdays, it could be date for your diary. But this is about finances being affected. The answer is yes, they're agreeing with me. You are to let go so that you can create whatever that is in the future, something new. Say yes. The dog is mentioned. There's born in the year of the dog, which is the year straight after the rooster. So it could be a rooster dog cusper, especially if you're a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Unconditional love is what's called for. Being emotionally mature. Having a full cup with or without others. Knowing how to fill your own cup. Cancer energy. Home and family life. 4th house. A death, a passing, a betrayal. And this is why you've got to say no. You have to put your boundaries in place. You was brought to your knees, but now you're healing. Getting over it. An end to pain, physical and emotional. No more sacrificing. Someone was put at the gates of hell from another. Persephone was married to the devil. There we are. Under duress. She didn't want to be there. She didn't have a choice. She was kidnapped. So kidnapped daughters, or daughters could be important. They're in bad relationships or a toxic situation. Or it may be you if you're born on the 2nd or 29th. The 2 or 29 is negative. 11th of October, where I come from, because it's the travellers, the carnival people, the psychics, the mediums, the spiritual community, doing a job probably they don't want to do because they have no choice. You need to end this burden, lay it down, protect yourself. Don't let negativity into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. 2 tens, an ending to the actions. The letter D could be important, and thoughts and words. 10 days, 10 weeks. Feeling lonely in a room full of people, half erased. Medical issues could be pressing. Feeling the lack in the pit of your stomach. Something is missing. So this chapter now is over. You are birthing a new world into being. The World Wide Web, global issues, children, businesses, whatever it is. It's a new creation. Travel to the object of your desire, either persons, things, or events. 21. Tomorrow, perhaps. And those who have not spoken will speak. That check arrives. Finally, in the post, the parcel arrives. That didn't. The message arrives in the emails that didn't arrive because of the IT problems. And there we have it. Cancer energy. Love conquers all. Concerts, music, new vehicles, taking back control of your life. 7 or 25, absolutely beautiful energy. Purchase of a new vehicle, perhaps white or silver. So home and family life is big in this one, but there's sacrifices. Be interesting to see what the astrology says for today. I think we'll have a look in a minute. Secrets are being kept. Yeah. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And we're going to have to cut ties with those that refuse to see. And it's never easy. Make the right choice for you. Communications, Mercury, siblings, home and family life. That lady there is pregnant. Adam, Eve, Lily, and those born in the year of the snake. It's a choice. But it'll be the right one. And you may have to sever ties with some. Be emotionally mature about it. 6 and 24. Siblings, children, the colour yellow. Yeah, illness and bad temper. The heart and the back. Power struggles with possibly a Leo or that energy which we are coming into now, tomorrow. So that Leo period may bring health issues, impatience and power struggles. 8 and 26. Too many, sorry. Children play a big part in this, or your childhood, or nostalgia, looking back on the past. Chance meetings with people you used to know. Moving forwards, moving on, leaving the baggage of the past behind, and those that are negative. Six weeks. 3 weeks. Heartache, sorrow, loss, separation. Something must be sacrificed so that you can move forwards. Lack of commitment. The prisoners, like I said, depression, leave it behind. There is no love lost in this situation. It's time to move on. You've learnt the hard lessons of life. They've put you through the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered you. And now it's time to come out stronger on the other side. You don't need to relearn those lessons. Sagittarius, universities, hips and thighs, weight gain, weight loss. Patience pays off. And again they're saying, lay down that heavy burden. It's time for you to rest. So, let's see what the astrology says. It'd be very interesting to know. July. Tomorrow's the full moon. So, Mars enters Gemini. So there we have it, Gemini. Mars is in Gemini. Communications. So a war of words. You may receive key news or take a trip somewhere new. There's the news and there's the travel. You'll enjoy socialising, and the moon is in Capricorn. Well done, Spirit. Absolutely bloody brilliant. So, Airwas I'm getting to dislike because of its connotations. So, I hope it's not taken the wrong way, but I say it how it is. So, the apple tree, which is Gemini Cancer, which we've got both of, cusper. So around the 21st of June. The letter E. Ehwaz is not to be confused with Ehwaz in the second sequence. It's said to represent a pair of horses, a team. There we are. Cancer energy, the chariot. At full gallop, their 8 hooves pound on the ground in modern terms. This has an obvious association with vehicles and travel in general. Well done, Spirit. So there's your travel, which also is in the astrology. The vehicle of the soul or physical body is also symbolised by this rune. Since Ehwaz represents a team of horses, relationships of all kinds fall under the auspices of this rune. Status and symbolism. So there's your materialistic want for a need for status. Because in ancient times to own a fine horse was a mark of exalted rank, while to own a team took one into the realms of the higher aristocracy. So it may be something to do with the aristocracy. It is also said that apart from horses, all other domestic animals, which is the pet, the dog, are symbolised. In terms of plants, the rune relates to the apple tree and has associations with the oak, which is Taurus, and the ash, which is, should know it by now, Pisces, Aries, Cuspa. There we go. Which would be on or around the 21st of March. It's also associated with the humble herb ragwort, which deals with high blood pressure, etc. The most obvious mythical link with Iwaz is Sleipnir, the steed of Odin. We've got Odin there hanging himself out to dry, which was said to have 8 legs, reminiscent of the runic symbol of the 8 hooves pounding the ground. However, there is a semi-legendary link to be found in early English history. The first Anglo-Saxons to come to England during the reign of King Vortigern were called Hengst and Horsa. These names meant stallion and horse, respectively, and to this day the symbol of the English county of Kent, they won't leave it alone, will they? The landing place for Hengst and Horsa is still a white horse. The symbol is seen on a vast scale in southern England, where the equine form has been cut into the chalk hillsides. It is also interesting to note that England itself may take its name from the horse god named Ing, who was considered to be an aspect of the fertility god Frey. It is therefore likely that when Hengst and Horsa landed on the shores of England, a land that was unknown to them, they bore a banner which was emblazoned with the rune Ewas. So, boundaries, banners, and newcomers. You can be sure that things are picking up a pace and changing for the better, so there is hope. This is a rune of large concepts of major projects and new and exciting adventures. It's also said to emphasise the meaning of the rest of the read. Events will be speeded up. Travel, usually to a new location that will provide the physical and mental stimulation that you crave. However, it may equally include a move of home or the establishment of a partnership with a person who is as strong-willed as you are. The importance of forming a team, of running in harness and not falling out of step is suggested. You need to treat your partner with respect they deserve, demonstrating your loyalty, consulting them on important issues, ensuring that the bonds between you remain strong despite the challenges that are in store. The rune may have a connection to higher education, so we've got the universities, wherever they've gone. There it is. Especially if you're involved in subjects that are investigative, such as science. However, Ewa's rune manifests itself in your life. An increase in your personal status and that of those around you is certain. Problems with travel and vehicles. Oh no, we won't read the negative because it's not negative because we've got the vehicle in the upright, so that's not relevant. So, travel it is then. Most of you will be going on your summer holidays anyway, so that's not, that's obvious, Spirit. Could have left that one out. Anyway, we have the 12th house. It is about water. The mutable signs, which Pisces is, so there we go. Feet and toes, prisons, institutions. And this may feel like a prison because you feel half erased and don't want to be there. The colour green is the heart, which is there. Heart wants what the heart wants. This is a return. This is karmic. Family secrets, hidden enemies, reconnections, confinement. You reap what you sow, karma. Reparation for your past deeds. Sacrifices, surrender, institutions, and the collective unconsciousness. There's a surrender of sorts. So, karma. karmic rewards, I believe, which is okay. We don't mind that so much. Oh, I lied. It's karmic debts. God damn it. So the dragon's tail, the past. The south node symbolises all that has gone before. Like the moon, it represents entrenched instinctual behaviour that arises from innate reaction. As such, is an ancient part of your psyche. This is a place of unfinished business, the past, where survival strategies have been formulated, emotional stimuli and automatic reactions lie, and unconscious compulsions and rigid behaviour patterns, stubbornness. The ability with which the soul is most familiar. It is also the point where the soul stagnates, where in response to the challenges to evolve it says, yes, but, and turns back to the past. The challenge is to take what is good from the past and leave behind what is negative. So, South Node is then in Aquarius. The soul has worked for the evolution of humanity, but must leave this behind, the tendency to rebel or be different simply for the sake of it. So some people do that. There has to be a meaning behind it. Don't do it just for the sake of it. And then we have it in the 12th house. The soul has been seeking a oneness, but confused this with atonement and can now move beyond karma. So something's changed in the energy. You re-put your soul and then move on. As, what do we say? Mars is in, what did we say it was in? Mars in Cancer, no? Mars in Gemini, sorry. It's about force. This is father energy. This is Aries. This is about being very careful not to be a bully, but to stand up for yourself. And like I've said it before, all Aries are here to protect and serve. But their aggressive passion is often mistaken for a negative. Used in the right way, it is a positive. It gives you the impetus to move forward, especially on new creations. The Emperor, the approval of those in authority. War will never determine who is right, and then Bert and Russell could be important. Mars is the card that says you must fight for something. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't. And one sometimes can mistake this for bullying, but sometimes it is bullying. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It is a lustful planet that drives us and allows us to face the difficult challenges in life, to follow our passion no matter what stands in the way. If we didn't have Mars, we could not know how to fight. To all you Aries that was told to calm down and behave when you were a kid, it's time to let your fight out. This card also means a pushback in terms of defence, so stand up for yourself, defend yourself, put your boundaries in place and say no when it's necessary. When Mars is strong in a chart or a reading, you may either face aggressive situations with a need to confront or defend, or an intense, arousing sexual encounter, which may or may not involve romance, lack of commitment. Mars indicates overwhelming attractions, This is a time when you feel not only forced but driven. It is a good time to consider your goals and desires and not allow them to fall into the shadows. Right now, your action is needed. You cannot sit back and wait. When this card presents itself you are being challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something. The Mars card indicates a type of passion and drive that is linked to spirit and life force. In ancient British magic, the type of energy was the cunning fire that enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and defend, to build energy, to seek and to claim, to force and pursue, and thus to change your fate. This infers that a fire has been lit under your passion. It is time to achieve what you want in life. At least you are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could involve other types of relationships. But more importantly, goals that should be pursued at this current time as vigorously as possible. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. Other issues to do with this card include the law, the military, sports and games. So there's the law, there's the military, and there's the sports and games. Challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. The question to ask now is how to take action. How do you create the momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests? Are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? And how do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Battles, adversaries, competition, sports events, rushing to the defence of something or someone. That's Aries all over. So, number 5, 4 and 31. And you can't make it up, look at that, 20. Well done, Spirit. So it's time to release what is hidden. Have courage, and we're lacking the courage and we're keeping secrets because we've got the Leo there and Persephone stuck at the gates of hell. So releasing secrets, and having courage. You've been in camouflage for way too long, dimming your light. And as the Aquarius dice says, it's time to step up and step out. Face your North Node. Stay hopeful. Are you the master of camouflage, not being seen but at the same time needing to be visible? This might be a particular issue in business, that's me. Because you never see me. Where you are used to blending in but need your business to stand out from the rest. It could also be that you're needing the courage to step out from where you've been hiding. Make yourself visible. This will take a lot of courage and understanding that it is safe. You can take your time and ease into it gently. You need to find what feels right for you. Playing it safe may have worked for you in the past, but now it's time to take that risk. Show yourself and step into a new way of being. You can also step back at any time should you really need to. After all, this is your comfort zone and you know it well. Another meaning of this card is that something has been hidden, yes. Something that may need to come to light. This isn't necessarily anything bad, just something that you may not have noticed or been aware of. It could even mean that a part of yourself that is about to surface or show itself. Whatever it is, you must welcome it with open arms. Change can only come when we step out and take the steps into the unknown. So, stepping out, moving on. Oh, 26. Reversed. So we have a challenge. I hope that music isn't going to be heard, because that could cause me problems. The mandrake. The plant world exists as mystical relationship with the human world, each serving the other to heal, nourish and grow, from food to medicine to poisons, to mind-expansive plants, toxins. The plants offer ancient green magic. The mandrake is symbolic of the kinship between mankind and plants, suggesting a common origin. Literally, we are one with nature. Your soul is feeling uprooted. Find the place where you are most at home on this earth and stay there until you find the peace you need. This is about nature, your environment, getting out there into the outside world. I am connected to all living things. How do you replenish yourself in nature? So you need to get out there. And finally, lavender. Lavandula angustifolia. So, lavender. Let's see what they have to say about that one. Number 15, oh, the toxicity. And you know, I can't stand lavender. It's supposed to be real good for headaches and stuff, but it just gives me a headache. But it reminds me of grandma's. They always smelt of lavender, didn't they? And then fluffy goodies, purple goodies, Parma violets and lavenders. So, it is the element of air. So that's what we've got. Where's he gone? There he is. Archangel Michael. So name Michael could be important. It's Mercury and Jupiter. So communications in abundance. Lavender is the herb in both magic and herbalism for calming your mind, getting clear, getting clarity. There we are. It does not quite quicken the mind, but brings peace, perspective and fortitude to the mind for long-term projects, because of its clarifying and uplifting nature. It has been used in both herbal and floral washes for clearing, as well as purified blends of herbs to be burned in bundles or mixed with incense. Today, lavender's magic is used in many scented products as a cure for stress or sleepless nights, and is thereby used in sleep and dream magic. Lavender can be used in love magic, with associations of both chastity and fertility, helping us to have clarity and patience in relationships, which we haven't got at the minute. Lavender is also a classic herb of fairy magic, used to call, pierce and commune with the fae. Just as it is in magic, lavender is a spiritual force to bring calmness, civility and perspective to any situation. It creates a tranquil pause, allowing you to gather your strength and resources. On a deeper level, lavender helps us see a greater spiritual perspective through profound peace, inner peace. This spirit medicine is great aid to dealing with nervous tension, exhaustion and anxiety, and helps us meditate and regain strength through sleep. The bees love lavender for its pollen, but their affinity also indicates an ability to go about many tasks and chores, but to do so with deep peace and joy in the process of life. So be grateful, if not, spirit will take more from you. Energetically, it helps us center and process our tensions with an overall sense of knowing that things will work out for the highest good of all. Lavender tells us that we need to pause, stay calm and center ourselves. Perhaps we have to hang ourselves out to dry for 9 days. To approach it with a clear mind and a tranquil heart. Lavender dwells here between the rising and the setting sun, the moment between where all is balanced. We may feel, there's our balance. What we get in the end is that Sagittarius energy, the 14, finding balance finally. We may feel we are working day and night, but use the cycles of work to rest, to restore, to balance in our lives. Lavender keeps company with the industrious bee, but the bee wholeheartedly enjoys its work and knows when it is time to return to the hive to rest and sleep. So work may be limited, but it's for a reason. Stay calm, stay centered, and be at peace. Beautiful energy. Thanks for listening.